Hi, Miss Bratcher here, and in this lesson we are going to learn about the four main elements of a web page. You guys have already learned that this is the document declaration. This particular one represents HTML5, and now we need to add the four main elements to our web page. So we're going to start with HTML. Remember, if you open a tag you must close it, so I'm going to move this down to the bottom. The next main element you want to add to a web page is called the head tag. Non-visible content goes in here. So you could put things in here like your title tag. A title tag is text that would show up in the title bar of your browser or in the tab of your browser. And I'll show you that in just a second. Since I opened my head tag, I need to close it. Eventually you guys will learn how to add CSS in the head tag, and that's where you can style your page, change colors, move elements around on the page. And then the next thing you want to add is visible page content. So whatever you want your visitors to see needs to go in the body element. The body element is a required element. So you should always have your doc declaration, the HTML, the head, the title, and the body on every page. If you want to add a heading that stands out, you can add an H1. I'll go ahead and put lesson 1. And if you want to write regular text, you do it in a P tag. And so far, this is what you can see. Do you notice you can't see this? I'll change this one so you can tell the difference. I'm going to hit submit again, and you notice that this isn't showing up on my page because this is in the head tag, and the head tag isn't visible page content. This would show up in the title bar or on the tabs. Let's go to a website and see if we can figure out the title tag. So I'm going to type in cnn.com. And the title would not be this. The title shows up on the tab. And now we can even click to look behind the scenes at the code to see the actual tag. To see the code behind the scenes, you can click these three little bars, go to Tools and View Source, or you can just simply hit Control-U. When this takes you behind the scenes, start at the top and look for that title tag. Oop, and here it is. So the title for CNN's website is cnn.com/breaking news, U.S. world weather, entertainment, and video news. Alright, to check out WHAS 11's title tag, you can either look up on the tab. It is not right here in the browser because title tags are not visible page content. Or we can hit Control-U. And then we'll start sifting through for the title tag. And here it is, right here. Everything inside of that title tag, WHAS11.com, Louisville, breaking news, weather, traffic, sports, WHAS11.com. That is what they've put in their title tag. And the last thing I want you all to do is to create your own index page. You're going to name it index, and the reason that you do that is if someone goes to a website named MissBratcher.com or CNN.com, if they name their page index, then the server will look for that. So that's the main page at the highest level. So we're going to create our own index. To do that, you guys are going to go to the Start button, type in Notepad, and here you want to get your page set up. Of course, you want to add the four main elements. Always start with your doc declaration. That's for HTML5. Always open your HTML tag, close your HTML tag. You want to put your head tag in there, and this is behind the scenes information like the title tag. It will not show up in the browser. And then your title tag open it, so you're going to close it. And then so that you have information that your viewers can see, we're going to put the visible page content in the body element. And you want to add a heading to this page. Since you opened it, you want to close it. And you want to add a paragraph to this page. It needs at least 5 sentences. And when you're finished with the page, I didn't add any content, I just added the structure to it. You're going to do a file save as. You want to go to your H drive. Go to your web design folder, your My Site folder, and this is your first web page, index.html, because this is going to be our main page. We'll keep adding to this throughout the semester. You go ahead and hit save, and then to view it later, you can open that page back up by going into that folder and double clicking on it.